learn post-production, make images more splendid. Welcome to the post-production beauty class. Color balance is an important part of PS image processing. It can correct color casts and adjust according to personal preference. In PS, you can use color balance in the image adjustment panel, or use shortcut Ctrl+B to bring up the color balance dialog. Of course, you can also add color balance by creating a new fill or adjustment layer. Let's look at its specific usage and functions. Before explaining color balance, let's look at this image first. In this image, red, green, blue are the basic colors that make up all colors. Corresponding to them are cyan, magenta, or magenta and yellow. These three pairs of opposing colors maintain balance like a scale. That is to say, if red decreases in the image, it means cyan increases. If green decreases, it means magenta increases. If blue decreases, it means yellow increases. Understanding this principle, we can better control images. We illustrate with an image. Use shortcut Ctrl+B to bring up color balance. Color balance mainly controls tonal changes. It can adjust shadows, the darkest parts of the image, midtones, the relatively neutral color parts, and highlights, the brightest parts of the image. In this image, I want the dark areas to have more cool tones. I can make the shadows slightly bluer and more cyan in the adjustment. And add a bit more green. This controls the shadow information. It basically doesn't affect highlights and midtones much. The whole image presents a cool tone feeling. Let's preview the before and after comparison. Before-after. Okay, let's open another case. In this case, I want the background to be cooler, while people and skin to be warmer. Besides using shortcut Ctrl+B for color balance, we can also create a new fill or adjustment layer. Let's add color balance. We first adjust the shadow parts of dark background to be slightly bluer and more cyan. Making the whole atmosphere cooler. In the mask, we use black brush. Paint back the people and skin areas slightly. At this time, we press Alt. Right-click to control hardness and size. We can also keep some of the front atmosphere. We can lower the opacity appropriately, because here we only need the background to be cool, while people need to keep their original tone. Same method. If we want skin to be warmer, we can create another color balance. We make highlights slightly more yellow and red. At this time, we invert the mask with Ctrl+I. We use brush tool again. Use white brush to paint skin areas slightly. Shrink brush. This makes environment and people contrast more. Let's look at before and after again. This atmosphere is immediately enhanced. Besides color adjustment, color balance can also unify tones in creative composites. Here we introduce a small tip. When two materials come from different sources, it makes image tones inconsistent. We can create an observation layer to see differences. We create new layer. Fill it with red. Use shortcut Shift F5 to bring up color. We add red. Okay. We set blend mode to color. We name it observation layer. We can clearly feel, under observation layer, the giraffe color jumps and doesn't blend. Then we can add color balance to adjust giraffe color. Because this adjustment targets giraffe layer, so we can right-click to create clipping mask. Or use shortcut Ctrl+Alt+G to create clipping mask. How to adjust color balance parameters. The principle is simple. Since background has this tone, To make foreground giraffe coordinate with background, we just need to adjust midtones, shadows, and highlights in color balance. With observation layer on, try moving parameters left and right. Start with midtones. Move left and right. Feels more natural, slightly left. Same principle. Move left and right. Slightly right will be softer. This is our intuitive feeling. Same principle. We do same for shadows and highlights. Same operation. If too far right, it looks abrupt. Stranger than before. Back to highlights. If both left and right look strange, then we keep parameters unchanged. This way we use observation layer to intuitively adjust the image. After adjusting all three parameters, we turn off observation to see effect. Before after. Before after. Doesn't the giraffe blend better with environment? We can use this method to unify material tones. That's our color balance application. It greatly helps tone adjustment, color cast correction, and personalized color. Open software and try it now.